Hi. So, guess where I went? I went to the Galapagos. The Galapagos! It was amazing, beautiful, and I wanted to tell you about the top 5 things that you can see if you go to the Galapagos. So, first of all, where are the Galapagos? The Galapagos are a small group of islands about 600 miles off the coast of South America. They're in the middle of the Pacific. They're very remote, and they belong to Ecuador. So before I get into what you can see in the Galapagos, let me introduce myself. I'm Kat, and at Rebloom Room, what we do is help Black and brown women find more joy in their lives through rest, travel, and international retreats. So now that you know where the Galapagos are and who I am, let me tell you about the top 5 things that you could see if you visit the Galapagos. Because the Galapagos is so remote, there are things that exist there that don't exist anywhere else in the world. It's also protected so that some of these species can just do their thing without a lot of human intervention, which is amazing. The first thing that you'll see in the Galapagos, 1, birds. Birds, 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 birds. You'll see a lot of birds in Galapagos. Frigates. They are these black birds with a sort of pointy tail that goes 2 ways when they fly, so that they kind of use it as a rudder. And the males also have this big red pouch underneath their beaks, and that is a sign of virility. The redder it is, the bigger it is, the better a hunter he is, so a better baby daddy he's going to be. Boobies! You'll see lots of boobies. You'll see blue-footed boobies, you'll see red-footed boobies, and they're also Nazca boobies. These are endemic to the Galapagos, and they're beautiful, wonderful, lovely birds. The thing about the birds on Galapagos is that they aren't generally afraid of humans. Some of them even nest on the ground. So you have to be careful when you're walking around the Galapagos. These animals, the lizards, the sea lions, and a lot of the birds will just they're in the middle of the path, and they're like, yeah, what of it? Like, you're coming, you're a human, what of it? I'm going to go about my business. I got some grooming to do here. And you just have to walk around. And sometimes their nests are really close to the edge of the path, so you have to be really careful when you walk, so you don't step on a little nest, egg, or chick. Also, you can see Galapagos albatross. What's the plural of albatross? As albatrosses, you can see albatrosses. Tons of other kinds of birds. The finches, of course, the famous Darwin finches, and other kinds of finches. Birds, 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 birds. Amazing, beautiful birds. Sea lions. Those are so fun. They depending on when you go, they might be mating. They might have freshly birthed pups, or they might be in the sort of training your pups phase. It just depends on when you go. Have to be really careful around the sea lions because they're not necessarily afraid of humans at all, so you could get really close to them. However, if you touch one of them, you could get some kind of something that you don't want. The guide was not specific about what it was, but she's like, you don't want it. If your scent gets onto a baby seal or a seal pup, then its mother won't recognize it. That's how they recognize each other, is by scent. So you want to be really careful around them. Don't touch them. Don't play around with them like they're domesticated, because they're wild animals and they deserve respect. So, yeah, there was somebody in another group who was like selfieing with the seal and getting super close, and we heard this, ow! She'd gotten too close to a seal. It had nipped her as kind of a warning. She didn't move away, and it bit her, and yeah, I think it broke the skin. So, and then one of the other seals was like trying to like grab the backpack. It just got to be a mess. So just keep your distance from the seals and all the animals, really. Give them some respectful distance. But they're so much fun. Oh my gosh, when you see them playing, like especially the little young ones playing in the waves and enjoying the water. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I love watching them swim. Anyway, those are the sea lions. Mwah! 3, you'll also see friendly sharks. So I was snorkeling and I had gotten a cramp in my foot, so I was a little behind the group, and a shark swam directly under me, like not close to me, but like directly under me. It was about 1 meter long, and yes, I panicked, and I swam back to the support boat, and I was like, oh, I saw a shark. Should I be worried? And he said, no worries. And they knew exactly, like, in this area what types of sharks would come. I think it was a black tip reef shark. So he was like, no problem. It's an amigo. No worries. So I kept on snorkeling, and we would see them sometimes, swimming around as we got in and out of the support boats. Yeah, and other people saw the sharks swimming around them later on. But yeah, they're friendly sharks. So that was lovely. 4, the sky. If you live in a city like I do, you probably don't really look at the sky that much. Like you look up at it every once in a while, but here, so the Galapagos straddles the equator, and so the sun sets at the same time every night, the sun rises at the same time every morning, and because there are no buildings around, and because it's, you're out in the middle of the ocean, you can see the horizon, 360, and you just see so much sky. The sunset lasts for like an hour, it seems like. It starts and it's like beautiful pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue. And then once the sun is down, you see so many stars. Like I realized that I have not seen the Milky Way in literal decades. You can see the Milky Way, you can see you can see Pleiades, the Big Dipper, which is upside down from where it is on the northern hemisphere. So the Big Dipper would be like, nothing is in the actual dipper. But anyway, yeah, you can see the Big Dipper. You can see obviously Orion. You can see so many stars. It's incredible, and beautiful sunsets. So that made me so happy. And there's so many things that you can see in the Galapagos beyond what I'm saying here. But the main thing for me, number 5, is just being in nature. Just being in nature and just being and breathing fresh air, seeing the sky, being surrounded by animals, and just being on the ocean. It's amazing. It's incredible. It was just exactly what I needed after 2+ years of being, in a lockdown or, self-imposed lockdown, avoiding the world. It's exactly what I needed. Just being out in the fresh air, being on a boat for, 7+ days. It was amazing. That's what I love about the Galapagos. It's just being surrounded by nature and being surrounded by so much peaceful landscape and so much just quiet stars and nature. How would you feel about being on a sailboat for a week? Yes, I took Dramamine. I did. I was like, no, this ginger is not working. I need actual Dramamine. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. It's a thing. So what do you think? Is the Galapagos something that you would like to do, like to visit? Let me know. Leave a comment below. And if you are interested in hearing about travel and self-care and rest and international retreats, please subscribe to Rebloom Room and hit the like button on this video. Until next time.